Today's my birthday. Let's go fishing. Sage, load up. Good girl. Got our rods, got our tackle. Now, I've always kind of had an interesting relationship with my birthdays in my adult years. It's not that I'm scared of aging. I turned 30 years old today, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot to be taking on my 30s. But the social aspect has always been a bit of a challenge for me. I feel like as we move throughout our chapters of life, we end up losing friends, regaining new friends. And to be honest with you, I don't have that many friends right now. And it's something that I'm currently working on. I'm trying to actively build my social life, step out of my comfort zone, make new friends here just locally, and it's not easy. There's a lot about being an adult that is just really not easy, and life is not simple whatsoever. I think that's kind of where my negative feelings around birthdays come from, is strictly just the social aspect. Growing up in high school, I knew everybody. I knew the jocks, I knew the cheerleaders, the skate kids, the surf kids, the hippies, the band people, the lacrosse team, the volleyball team. I felt like I knew everybody, but I didn't have that core group of friends that I saw other friends had. They just got that core group of 3-4 people. They're always together. They know each other really well. And for a big period of my life, I felt like I've been missing that. And then I moved up here to the North Coast in 2020, right when COVID hit. So I was so damn lonely on my 4 days off from work that I tried to make new friends on Instagram. And I was just going through my Explore page for my local area, trying to find people that had similar interests and reaching out to them in the DMs, because I couldn't go to restaurants, I couldn't go to bars, I couldn't go to coffee shops, I couldn't go to the farmer's market. We were barely even allowed to go on the beach. The beach was even shut down for a time being. So the process of making friends over the last 4 years since moving up in 2020 has not been easy, and there's been circumstances that have caused me to lose friends. So currently right now, I've come to the realization that no, I don't have that many friends. One of my best friends right now I met like less than a year ago, and I met him at the gym, and we've only hung out maybe 5 or 6 times. But he's an amazing person, and now I consider him one of my best friends, And so I'm sure other people have felt this before too, but birthdays can be really lonely. I'm no stranger to sending a text message out to a bunch of people and only having, one person show up for a birthday dinner and things like that. But it's not a reflection of ourselves. It's a reflection of finding the right people for ourselves. One of my favorite parts about this whole YouTube channel experience, though, is I never advertised this YouTube channel to my past life. I never advertised this YouTube channel on my personal Instagram or to all the people that I used to know in Southern California. I like to keep them separate because you guys have found me for me in my present day. And I haven't always been this person. I think my values and my morals have always been there, but throughout high school, hanging with the wrong crowds, doing the wrong type of activities, getting into trouble, using drugs and alcohol, I was not my best person. This version of myself was deep down inside me, but I wasn't doing the right things to facilitate that growth, to become the person that I am today at that time in my life. But everybody from the channel, especially everybody that I've gotten to know over the last year, have become my friends. Especially the people in the Discord, the members, just getting to know you guys in the comment section. It's amazing how much you can get to know someone simply just through a little bit of chat in the comment section. And so today I'm extremely grateful for this community and for all of my viewers and my subscribers and for everybody that chooses to tune in and watch me make videos. It still kind of blows my mind every day, and I still don't understand how we're close to 25,000 subscribers, but here we are. So my goal and my message and my idea for today is to practice loving myself, practice taking care of myself, which is why I'm doing nothing work related. And I'm heading down to the beach, and I'm going to get Sage on the sand, and I'm going to make a couple casts and see if I can scratch up a fish. Working from home and separating from the fire service last year, the discipline that I've had to grow and establish has been one of the hardest parts. And then I get stuck in this vicious cycle where I'm at home, I'm working, I make some progress, but I don't make enough progress. And so I feel like I don't deserve and I haven't warranted getting out and doing some of the activities and passions that I originally fell in love with throughout life, like fishing, getting off-road, camping, hiking, getting outside. Since I started this YouTube channel, I haven't done nearly enough of that, you know. I used to go fish almost every single day down in Southern California. And when I first moved up here, it was the first thing that I wanted to do when I got off duty. But then starting the channel, I just got into this business growth mindset, and I was never satisfied with the growth that I had in that category. And so I didn't feel that going out and doing these types of outdoor activities were warranted, because I didn't work hard enough, I didn't have enough views, I didn't have enough income coming in. And so I can't do that. I need to focus on growing the channel. I need to focus on growing the business. But that's not true. Life needs to have a balance, and I need to maintain a relationship with the things that bring me joy and bring me passion and bring me happiness in life. That way, when it is time for me to go back home, jump back into shooting content again, I am the best version of myself. I've checked the other boxes in my life, and then I can focus on work, business, cars, shop, content with all of my focus. All right, let's click her into 4 high. We're going on the beach today. We're doing some froding. It's a beautiful day. I have no idea what the tide is doing, but this is one of the best parts about where I live, is you get to drive right onto the sand. Probably one of the very last places in California that you can do stuff like this. So I'm just gonna come down and park at my favorite spot. There's nobody around. Sage isn't gonna bother anybody. See if we can't catch some fish. Sit. Good girl. Free. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Are you happy? Are you happy to be out here? Yeah. How's this, guys? Nice little birthday treat. Getting Big Bertha down onto the sand. Might have to do some donuts before we leave. Sage is gonna get plenty in today, though. Sage! Woohoo! Good girl. Well, let's grab our rod, some tackle. Let's go try to catch a fish. We got some light freshwater bass gear, some saltwater bass gear. That's what I'm gonna be fishing today. We'll just fish this rod, little Shimano Sitica, some like 30-pound braid. Gonna be fishing a little Texas rig. I'll show you guys more when we get down over there. You're so fast. All right, come on, you gotta stay with me. So I'm starting my session off with the Texas rig. This is a sliding bullet weight down to an EWG, an extra wide gap worm hook. And then this is a Berkeley Gulp sandworm, red and green, 6-inch, and it's scented. This has worked really good for rockfish for me in the past. Rockfish, lingcod, kelp greenling, which is most of the target species here in the north coast of California. And I have no idea what the tide's doing. I normally target the incoming high, but we're just gonna kind of poke around, see if we can't find a rockfish. Catch a little birthday fish. They're really not very far off from the shoreline either. They're usually pretty tight on the rocks. So I just let it hit the bottom, and then I just kind of pop it. Work my way up and down the jetty. It's usually a pretty good technique. You could fish this same way in a lot of places. Southern California, just gave you a bath 2 days ago. You're gonna get sandy and dirty, but that's what dogs do. She's locked in on this bird over here. No, you're not chasing that bird. I don't want you swimming in the bay today. She'll jump off these rocks and just go swimming into the bay if I let her. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. It's nice to get outside though. Clear the head, hear the sound of the waves hitting the rocks. It just gets you outside your regular frame of thinking. I need that more often in my life. So yeah, I pretty much just let this thing sink down to the bottom, and then I just pop it, reel in the slack, pop it back towards me, and just kind of hop this little sandworm off the bottom. Oh, and we're on. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We got a baby black rockfish. We got the birthday skunk off, baby. Hell yeah. So this is a black rockfish. This is a really small one. He ate the sandworm. Sage. Sage loves fish. One time she ate a whole black rockfish in the bed of the truck that I was taking home from fishing. But there you go, beautiful fish. Native to Northern California, and they're great eating. But this one's too small, so we're gonna throw them back. I really wanted to get my boat out today, but the conditions aren't very good. The wind is up, and honestly, I kind of like fishing these rockfish from the shore. It's easy. I don't have to worry about crashing my boat into the rocks when I get tight, but I just kind of cast slightly off parallel from the shore so I can really work my bait past all these rocks, because they're rockfish. They're going to live where the structure's at. Most of this bay is going to be sandy bottom. It's good for halibut, but rockfish aren't really going to be swimming around in the sandy bottoms. They need rocks to camouflage and structure to hide in so they can ambush bait fish, like my bait, a sandworm, or like a little live bait. I love fishing. I grew up fishing with my grandpa when I was young. He used to take me trout fishing at just his local community park, and it was a very, very fond core memory that I had growing up as a child, and I lost it. I didn't fish for a very long time, and then when I was 19, I sort of got my life together and stopped doing drugs, stopped hanging out with the wrong type of people, became a good, honest person with good values, and luckily I found fishing again. A friend of mine back then, he was an avid fisherman, worked on the boats, and it was a lobster opener, spiny lobster in Southern California, and he asked me if I wanted to go try to catch lobsters. And I said, yeah, sure. So we brought some hoop nets down to San Clemente Pier, and we hooped around for some lobsters, and I brought some old dusty fishing rods that I had in my garage with 10-year-old line, and we caught a couple small lobsters, too small to keep, which was pretty cool, but we caught so many fish that night. We must have caught 10 different species of fish. Leopard sharks and stingrays and perch and just so much cool stuff. And from then on, I was hooked. That week, every night after work, I would take my fishing rods down to the pier, and I started fishing like every single night, and I just fell in love with it. I would be out on the pier till 1:30, 2 a.m. when I had work the next morning at 8. And I did that for a long time, for many years while I was living in SoCal. And you know, things get in the way. Distractions come up. It's a fish or a snag? Oh, it's a good fish. Damn it, he spat it. Oh my God, that was a good fish. That was a really good fish. He bit my bait and he took it down into the rocks and he spat me out a bear hook. You know, I'm hoping as you guys get to know me that I can start kind of posting all kinds of content. That's my original game plan when I created this channel was, you know, of course, start things out with BMWs because it's a car that I love. I have a lot of knowledge on them that I'd like to be able to share. And I just enjoy the process. It's really fun to do some of those more intricate jobs. But I also love fishing. I love getting off-road and the occasional camping trip. I love doing yard work and working around the house. And so I'd love to be able to showcase more of that. And my initial goal is, you know, as you guys get to know me, that you won't just like me for the BMW content, but you'll like my content for just me. And so I can fall into a more natural rhythm of just kind of posting all kinds of stuff, not just BMWs. So that's my ultimate goal on what this channel is going to evolve into. You know, maybe we buy a 40-acre parcel one day, just straight bare land, and get some animals, maybe build a little house, build a tiny house, maybe try to get my pilot's license one year and kind of document and show you guys the process and just sort of make this channel about everything, my life. You know, that's kind of the goal. So if you guys are interested in this type of video and end up watching it, I appreciate it because it's a little different than what I normally do, but it's heading in a direction that I'd like it to go in. What's pretty cool is the tide is coming in. This was dry by the time I showed up, and it's slowly starting to creep up to my truck. You can see all this tidal movement. Get some pretty big tide swings here in Northern California, so we're not gonna fish too much longer. I got my rain boots so I can get back to the truck. Woo! I almost just stomped Sage out. Sometimes the fish are just right below your feet, and you don't even know it. I didn't see you. Come on. Good girl. Want some water? She's a messy drinker. She always makes puddles on my floors in my house. But that's okay, we love her. Yes, we do. Woohoo! Get all that salt out of there. Now it's time for our next activity. All right, next thing I want to do some froding. Got her in 4 high. Last shot of the beautiful bay, our little fishing hole. Let's do some froding. Yeah, buddy. Little birthday froding. Nice. I was sick. I love taking this truck in the sand. She does so good, almost 8,000 pounds, but these BFG all-terrains do a really good job. I haven't gotten stuck in the sand with this truck yet. I haven't really gotten stuck, period. So the other day I was kind of just in a bit of a rut, and I was trying to figure out exactly what it was that was making me feel that way. And so I was having a conversation with myself, having a conversation with the universe in a sense, and thought about asking for clarity, thought about asking for solutions to my problems. But life doesn't really work like that. And I ended up just getting into a state of gratitude and ended up just kind of running through a list of what I'm grateful for, and what, instead of focusing on what's broken in my life, focusing on what's working. And after thinking about that, I was like, man, I got good family, I got people that love me, I got a girl that loves me, I got an amazing dog, the best dog in the world, I have a beautiful home in a beautiful place in California, I have a flourishing business and business adventure, and it's not always easy, but it's going in the right direction. I have an amazing community. I have a really cool channel. I got awesome cars. I got the truck. I got the boat. I got the chickens. Like, I got so many things that 3 years ago Alec dreamed of. The property, the chickens, the dog. And it really shifted things for me. And it really helped me get through that day and through that situation. And that gratitude has sort of hung on and has stuck around since. And so it was a really good experience, and I don't often find myself in that frame of mind. but I just wanted to share it with you guys because this human experience is not easy. It is not that easy just being a human. But when I get into a state of gratitude and when I remind myself of what I do have and focus on the positives as opposed to the negatives, life gets a whole lot better. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys because you are a huge piece of that. You're my community, you're my channel, you're my business, you're my income. It's really, really cool. So I just want to thank you for being a part of that and for being a part of this day. The hug brings you back life. My buddy Tyler came to hang out with me today, my friend from the gym, and we're gonna go hit the disc golf course because that's something else that I want to do for my birthday. So I'm gonna go get a Euro. We're gonna head over there, shoot some discs. I'll get you guys some cool shots while we're there. It's the most beautiful disc golf course you'll ever see in your life. And it's in the Redwoods. Catch you guys in a little bit. Ooh, right over. Hey, pup.
What's up?
Hi.
How's it going?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that's a sick setup. There's one on hole 3 or 4 where people have put a bunch of their pottery projects from the college.
Oh, really?
And made a little, like, hangout. Look at that stuff. The insides are so cool.
Yeah.
Straight up dragon scales.
You seen the chick that made one out of a hot tub out of one, right?
That Sarah gal. Sometimes I just like to even look up too, because it's a perspective that you never really see of, like, especially when you're in the thick of it and it's just all giant canopy.
Sometimes you find grouse too.
Ooh, I've never really looked for grouse in here.
Yeah, they like to sit up in the trees.
There's hole 11.
Shit.
Lake Joe Mama. Ooh, plenty. Plenty. It hit that treetop though and scared me.
Big old bolts.
Oh, looked good. For comparison. Oh, nice. That was good.
That's good to know.
I think it's Trillium, Pacific Trillium.
That was.
This is the valley for 18.
Oh, wow.
And we're home. Chicky! Gang's all here. Gotta go get Sage from the inside. We're gonna give the chicken some treats. Got some flock party mealworms. Chicky! Gentle. I'll get you some more. Chicky! They all got names. Hey, this one right here is Dumpling. That brown one is, she's Curry. This is Tender. This is Nugget. This is Patty. That's Sesame. They all have names. Okay, one more handful. We got 4 black stars. These ones in the front, they're my favorites. And we have 3 Easter eggers. Patty, Curry, Sesame. They give me green eggs, and the black stars give me browns. Different variations of browns. Mom's flying in, so we're waiting for her plane to get in. Gotta go get her from the airport. She's flying in on my birthday. She's staying with me for a couple days. Gonna go on hikes and hang out and do stuff. Just got off the horn with big brother Evan. Him and the family are coming over tonight. We're gonna barbecue some steaks. Want some red meat for my birthday. Me and Sagey girl, we're on our way to pick up my mom from the airport. So that's what we're doing. Hi, Mom. This isn't fancy.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Sage, back. Settle.
Hi. How's your day?
You want to feed him real quick?
Yeah, we
Feed them. Reach in. Grab a handful and then bend down and just keep your hand open and they'll eat out of your hands.
Oh, gross.
Bend down.
There you go. Look away. Oh, shit. I think I've ever had freeze-dried mealworms in my hands. Damn, some of you've got chompers on you. Give me some more. Shit. This is my initiation. Oh my God. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know. Some of you are being a little greedy.
You can close your hand and open another one elsewhere.
Ow!
Get it. Yeah, pull. Pull as hard as you can. Pull as hard as you can. Get it, Sage. Get it, Sage. She's gonna give you a run for your money. Whoa! Oh, you got it. Oh! There you go.
It's okay.
Yeah.
They'll poke you a little bit, but it doesn't. It won't
I'll
hurt you.
split it.
Okay.
Nice.
I didn't make it. I made it a while ago.
The shorty's almost done.
Espresso, ground coffee.
Bone-in ribeyes with cowboy steak seasoning, ground coffee. It's good little flame sear right there.
And then,
Baked potato
I don't know.
with some finishing salt. Gorgonzola sauce to go on the steak. Melted gorgonzola with garlic. Beautiful. Nice.
Can I catch fish?
You talking about Pete the cat?
No, we're talking about the blue bear.
Berenstein Bears.
Berenstein bear.
This is a lemon meringue birthday cake. Meringue.
I like them.
They're only like $45 at Nordstrom Rack.
45 bucks.
I thought they were real hiking. Oh yeah, real bike shoes. But they're super cute and they're comfortable.
Well, that is a wrap, folks. Allergies are kicked up a little bit today, but that's all right. 'Tis the season. I had a lovely day yesterday. I started off with the gym, got to see my brother, caught a fish, shot some disc golf, got to play with the dogs, the chickens. My mom came to visit. I got to see my brother, my sister-in-law, my niece, my nephew. We had a fire. We grilled steaks. We played some guitar. We spent some good time together. We had some yummy dessert. It was all that I could have asked for. I got text messages and phone calls from friends and family. It's probably one of the best birthdays that I've ever had. Big takeaway that I'm taking from yesterday is whenever I do have a free day outside the shop, I'm going to treat it like it's my birthday. If I want to go fishing, I'm going to go fish. If I want to go hit balls at the golf course, I'm going to go do that. If I want to socialize with friends and hit the hot tub, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to try to put a bigger emphasis on my days off and try to really live life. Because if you're not living, then kind of what's the point? You know, we're here to have fun. What's the point of life? To live it however we want to live it. And so that's what I'm going to try to focus on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's different than my regular, of course, so some of you might not have enjoyed it, but that's okay. You don't have to watch it when I post these types of videos, but it's been really good for me because this process of content creation has allowed me to pass less judgment upon myself, because as I release these videos and as I talk more freely on the camera, it allows you guys to better get to know me. It allows me to better get to know myself. And it's a constant practice of being okay with putting myself out there, putting myself on the internet in my truest, purest form that I can. So it gives me a great opportunity to get more of this out onto the camera and to share with you guys a little bit more about who I am as a person. And I think that's the ultimate goal. You know, I want to be my truest, most authentic self on camera. And so a short little video like this really helps me to do so. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. I'm gonna go on a hike with my mom and enjoy her company for the rest of the trip. And then we'll be back in the garage. I got the inspection coming up on the E90, and I have parts coming for the E30. So stay tuned. We're gonna have an update coming soon. Love all you guys. Thanks for tuning in, sharing my birthday with me. I'll see you on my next day off. Cheers. Say bye.